Hey guys, Tom here, Permaculture Wilmington. I just wanted to give you a little update on what's going on. I haven't posted a lot lately because I'm taking Matt Power's permaculture, the permaculture student courses, and I'm learning a lot. Actually, I thought my cup was pretty full, but after doing just a couple of his videos, I'm learning that there's a lot of terms and a lot of concepts that I think we all really need to know. But the gist and the reason that I'm learning these things is just so I can do this better. And what this is creating food, edible food with property that I own. And I think we all need to do that because this is food security, and that's a big thing right now with the coronavirus. There's a lot of questions that are going on about the distribution and not just the virus. I mean, if you guys are up to speed with what's going on in our grocery stores, there's basically there's a division happening right now where people are starting to realize that this man-made chemistry that we're putting into foods and the processing that we're doing to them is making them empty. It's a calorie, but it's an empty calorie with no nutrition. So this stuff, guys, these are daikon radish and brassicas, and there's some buckwheat that's still lingering around from this summer, some mint in here, all very jewel of opar, can't forget that one. That's a good one to have around. And there's tons of stuff in here. So that we've got some mulberries coming up and some apple trees coming up, but guys, what's going on right here is this is nutrition. This is what we need to be healthy. And I know it's not exactly appetizing to think that we need to spend the rest of our lives eating leaves, but in truth, like, that literally could get us there. It could get us the rest of our lives, which is something that I think we all need to really pay attention to, because these things that we're eating, they're important. They're important to how we feel and how we react to each other. It's an important thing. So I just thought I'd come out with you because there's my front door. This is my mailbox, and that's what I came to pick. This is some awesome kale. And right now there's some of them that are a little bit buggy because we still have some warm weather happening right now. And in our area in Wilmington, North Carolina, we get caterpillars that just destroy brassicas when the weather's warm. But this time of year it's getting cool, so it just started getting cool. It's moving into, it's about middle November now. But actually I think it's the end. It's close to the end, so we're like 23rd, 24th, somewhere around in there. But I'm moving right now, so my focus right now for me is on getting my house ready and finding somebody that wants a house that has a permaculture food forest and understands the value of that. That's what we want to sell the house to, is somebody that's on the same page in terms of living regeneratively, which is not easy to find these days. But thanks to my YouTube channel and you guys, man, it's actually, I've had a couple people approach me, so we're pretty excited about that. But even more excited about finding the place we're going to be moving to, so that we can do this without an HOA and do it on just a bigger scale and a much more healthy scale. Have chickens, incorporate livestock. But right next to my mailbox, living in suburbia, where literally nobody else has anything like this. These are not people that really look at what we eat as medicine, and that's and also for the soil, for helping soil and sequestering carbon, solving planet problems. I mean, everything that we have in our lives that is negative can be taken away if we just focus on a garden, literally. Like, from mental health to physical health to relationships, we can tackle these things using natural principles, and we can sort those principles out in a garden. So Jeff Lawton made that statement not too long ago. I watched one of his videos. He said that a permaculture food forest can solve all the world's problems, and I thought he was crazy at the time, but I'm learning, man. I'm definitely, my life has been redesigned in a much more positive way. So, but there's a lot of good plants that are still here. Like, I'm going to take some of these for a salad. This is curly kale, so it works really well. We grew this to make kale chips, and we actually like to eat the Siberian kale and the red Russian kale in salads. But since this is growing so well, and it looks like there's a good portion of it that's not very buggy, I'm going to go ahead and grab some of those, and I'm going to go sit down and watch some more of Matt Power's videos and right now I'm on week 2, so just getting started. But there's a lot of videos, 640 videos I need to watch in the next 20 weeks. So you know, I'm gonna be eating a lot of greens while I'm doing it, guys. Trying to get healthier and stay healthier. That's the goal. But you know, I just wanted to show you guys what was going on out here. We've got some stragglers here. There's some echinacea. You can see the echinacea flower right here. Those all started blooming this season, and I just planted. This is all planted in this past January. So this is first season growth, guys. This was grass. There was nothing but this grass here, and it's not even grass. I mean, look at this. This is weeds. So, you know, this is chamber bitter and wood sorrel, and there's some sea roses. I mean, it's just a bunch of weeds for the most part, at least what most people call weeds here. I mean, I know all those things I just listed are medicinal and edible. So, you know, there's that. But and we do eat some of them, like the chickweed grows abundantly here. There's probably some around here if we see it, and occasionally I'll throw in some wood sorrel. But yeah, guys, so this was nothing but soil from underneath the grass that was up here that I dug out and turned over, and I just threw out some daikon radish seeds, and you can see, you know, they're doing really well. There's some nice daikon radish growing, and this is all first season, you know. So this is something that we can do if we just put down some manure. Basically is what I did. I bacteria dominated the soil. When it was just grass, it had very little life. It wasn't very dominated by anything except the grass. But grass does utilize microbes that are bacteria, so but not a lot of fungi. So what I did is put down some manure, and these are all plants that that grow well in manure. Like daikon radish doesn't really, it grows well in anything. It's a regenerative plant. So, but oh my goodness, a wine cap. Oh, that's not a wine cap. No, that's not a wine cap, unfortunately. But there is wine cap mycelium in here. And that's what this is, a wine cap swale. I layered it, and I thought this was our first one because we should be expecting them, and it does have a little bit of a maroon color to it, but that's not a wine cap, I don't believe. So hopefully we'll see some soon. And I actually planted more oyster mycelium here, and the wine cap was more in this trench here. So hopefully whoever moves into the house will watch these videos and see what's going on, and you know, appreciate this for what it is. And it is awesome. It is a lot of food in a small space, you know, and it's healthy compost grown food. So I mean, there's manure down there, but that's partially composted organics, you know. And then I went in and I compost in the backyard, so I brought in more compost that I made in the backyard, and I've been layering that since. Maybe twice this summer I put compost down in addition to the horse manure that I put down when I just filled the boxes and spread out the dirt. And this was just dirt. So just to give you guys an idea, guys, I hope you're doing well. And this is Tom with Permaculture Wilmington. Check us out on Facebook. That's NorthCarolinaPermaculture.com.